Hi everyone, welcome to Arbitrary Hero and the Red Shirt Geeks playing D&D. I'm your DM Cameron, and today from left to right, we've got Patrick, Nate, Lars, and Max is joining us.
Hey.
And just a quick recap, last time we spent a really long time in a room, and then we moved to another room that has a lot of feces in it. So that's where we are right now. We've got Fëanor, Hetfield, and Caliban just entered this sewer system. And I guess the first thing that happens when you guys enter is you're hit with this smell, right? This is clearly a sewage system of some sort. And I forget which one. Is it Caliban? Or no, it's Fëanor. Fëanor can see the entire hallway all the way down. So everyone else might see a certain amount of distance, but you can see that what you're seeing is a big main chute. It's kind of like a lazy river that kind of pace as it's not just sewage, it's all sorts of materials. It seems to be a general like stuff comes here to be gotten rid of as it flows down. And if you look at the direction of the arrow, the main chute's kind of flowing towards you and around this bend. And over to your left, it extends out further, but that's actually a wall over right over here. So it's like almost an archway, and it passes beneath that wall, so you can't really look over and see what's over there. And then leading into the main... Sorry, what?
You're saying that's a river of excrement?
Yes, it is a river of shit. And then no paddle here.
River.
No paddle to yeah.
A lazy shit river. This must be the lazy river from the Golden Showers water park.
But exactly. So you've got this river, and then you've got multiple side chutes kind of feeding into it. Each one of these chutes. What you can see here is they're feeding in, but it's actually above. It's like a trash chute, where things are dropping vertically into these little troughs that feed into this large room. And then, you got some storage material crates over here. And then over here on your left, this square that I crudely drew is actually kind of, you're not sure what it is, but it seems to be some sort of metal cubicle. And that's what you guys see so far.
All right. So do we happen to see a large, simple man with a smaller man on his shoulders?
No, Master Blaster.
Oh my god.
So I can't see any of this. But,
well, you can see. I think you can still see. It's dark, right? It's not. It's like dim light, so you can probably see like 30 feet above in front of you, or 60 feet, or whatever you've got.
Okay. Cool.
Can a normal human see in dim light? Or is that, I don't know like how dim light works in 5th. I assume you can, but I don't know.
Let's say it's dark enough that you can see 30 feet in front of you, or 60 feet in front of you. And anyone who doesn't have dark vision can see 60 feet in front of them. Well,
okay.
I'm the type of DM that instead of looking something up, I'll call it a home rule.
Yeah. And temporarily home ruled.
Yeah.
I was going to say.
As long as I can remember.
Exactly. Okay. I'm curious to know what this steel cubicle is next to us, but I'm also interested in the crates.
Yeah, if you want to rummage around for a little bit.
All right. Because I kind of want to know who the hell abducted us and what the heck the...
Oh, that is a good point I should have mentioned. Yes, you were abducted last episode if no one watched it.
Yeah, we were tied to chairs, bound up, and we had some planeswalker chick with us who was kind of pissed that we gutted her to get a key.
Yeah, minor details. I'm sure none of that will affect you in any way in the future.
You mean none of that will affect Nate in the future?
My hand slipped. What can I do? Yeah.
Your hand slipped on the knife that went into her guts that reached in and grabbed the key.
Yeah. Not a knife, a wooden stake.
Or something. I had no knife. Although I was contemplating using a wooden stake.
Oh, I thought you had to use the leg of the chair.
No, it's funny. After a while, I just turned the camera and I was like, how breakable are these chairs?
Oh, right. You got the equipment back from the other room, didn't you?
Yeah, because I wanted like, Misty Step teleport something.
Yeah.
That's
Okay.
cool.
Misty Step.
Yes, that was
At
good.
least we didn't use a spoon.
Yeah.
It would have been funnier if you'd gutted her with the KFC spork.
Yeah.
So,
All right.
you're gonna go look in that pile of mimics.
Yeah, definitely. Head first. All right, so I'm gonna move myself over to these crates there, and I want to see if I can't get one of them open.
So yeah, I mean they're secured, but it's not like there's not a lock on it. It's just kind of some sort of simple clasp that you're able to undo. What you see on the top is on each crate you actually see like addresses, like one address on each crate, and it's 2 different districts around Ravnica. So let's say you open one up, and what you're finding is it looks like stuff that might have been reclaimed from the muck. Like one crate is just various bits of metal, just no real rhyme or reason, just whatever metal happened to maybe it looks like fished out of the chute. Another crate is organic materials that maybe have, like, you can't make a reason for why this organic material might be here versus in the river, but who knows why it's like
less shitty shit.
Yeah, the less shitty shit. And then the third one here happens to be linens.
Okay.
For wiping up the less shitty shit.
Yeah. The linens, the linens are not clean.
All right, is there any insignias on any of the boxes that I might recognize, or are they completely unmarked?
Yeah, so there is a small insignia. It's not like, it seems the sort of thing that you might put like on internal, something that you don't need to brand for the external outside a company, but the internal, a small in the top left corner. It does have the Golgari emblem on it. So you know that these boxes are part of the Golgari swarm, which if
that's what they do.
Yeah, anyone who has lived in Ravnica for a while knows that the Golgari are basically like, it's the trash disposal guild. They're responsible for reclamation of materials. It's a giant city planet. There's a lot of shit they got to manage.
Literally.
So they live in the underworld of Ravnica, and they they don't get a lot of respect and love, but they really do help keep things running and prevent the streets from overflowing with garbage.
So what you're saying, effectively, they're Ravnica's mob because they demand respect and take care of waste management.
Yeah, they're led by his name is Antonio Soprano.
Oh my god. That's amazing.
All right. Well, okay, nothing out of the ordinary on this, I guess.
No, and nothing. I mean, if you spend, let's say, like, because they're decent sized crates, you spend like 20 minutes sifting through all of them. You still don't find anything really worth, unless you really want some poop covered metal bits.
Not really, no.
That sounds like
Actually,
my new favorite breakfast.
Yeah.
that sounds like a fantastic trap.
Yeah.
All right. So that was what I was doing in the 20 minutes. Anyone else want to do anything?
I think I'll go and start looking through this cubicle area if I can get in there.
You do start looking. Okay, so the first thing you see on the cubicle area. Oop, sorry. Okay, the first thing you're going to see on the cubicle area. So there's in this alcove, you see some control nozzles, some valves. There doesn't seem to be any sort of power through here, like it's not active machinery. But the one thing that does have power here is a timer. And when you first see it, it says 13 minutes, and it has just started counting down. Now it's starting to count down. Now, of course, you can't see it, but the audience can see it, which makes it more fun for me. I'll remind you, don't worry.
That's fantastic. This is
So we have a countdown.
This is the best.
Wonderful.
Oh my god.
So what else do I find in here?
I mean,
quickly.
it's like an office desk. It's something you might find in like a power plant, or there's some papers, but you actually can't really read them too well. It's just random like notes about here's what was broken today, maintenance records.
Is there a really nice stapler on the table?
No. So what there is a nice looking letter opener. But no stapler, unfortunately. I don't know that staples have been invented in Ravnica yet. You'd think so, because they're a pretty bureaucratic society, but they have some other method of fastening paper
Only
together.
the Azurius and the Orzhov know how to make them.
Yeah, actually, I was gonna say they have a stapling spell. We'll go with that.
Oh my god!
Every
Staple
bit of
cantrip.
paper is attached by magic.
Staple cantrip?
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Got to be a cantrip.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the most influential and powerful person would be the wizard who conjured up the unstapling or staple removing cantrip.
Oh, I just realized the timer only works while I have... Sorry, keep going. I just got to play around. Oh, nope.
Are you burning our time down now, though?
No, it's
we have a minute and a half
running.
left.
You have 11 minutes and 18 seconds left. I just thought that I could show the timer while other
Does it make
things
a
were up.
beeping noise every time it ticks down a second?
Yeah.
Beep.
And it gets
Beep.
more intense the closer
Beep.
you get. Yeah, exactly.
Okay, that works. So now you have 11 minutes left, and I am good. I can see how much time you have left and look at my notes. We're good.
All right. So
Okay.
I don't know what that timer is, but I kind of don't want to be here for whatever happens at the end of it. So you said the this main this pipe here, the main river here is like a half pipe?
Yes.
It's open on top?
Yeah. Essentially, yeah. I mean, you can't see the bottom, but you're assuming it's some sort of chute. It's
Okay.
flat on top.
Okay. If we didn't find anything in the metal cubicle and there's nothing of interest in the crates, then I think we should move on. Because I don't know how mad the blue lady is, but the real simple story: if Planeswalker knows where you are, then don't be there.
So coincidentally, you mentioned her, but this isn't because you mentioned her. This is just because of where the timer happens to be. The Planeswalker shows back up, and she has a... Max, are you human?
Yep.
Yeah. She has just some dude hanging out with her. So she shows back up, and Max, a little flashback, this strange blue Vidalcan lady showed up wherever you happen to be at the time, kind of in a panic. You seem to be the first person she saw. And she said, my name is Uzana, and I'm sorry for this. And she put her hand on you, and then the world disappeared. And now you're here in this sewer facing these gentlemen. And
I
sent
you a message.
Huh?
I sent you a message.
You sent me a message in...
I did, in Discord.
I have a feeling that this is kind of like, if anybody's seen the movie The Gamers, this is when Magellan arrives. You look trustworthy. Come,
Yeah.
join our quest.
So you're here, and she said, again, I'm sorry. If you find me again, I'll repay this debt. And she puts a hand on your forehead, and you immediately feel weak, and then she disappears. You have 1 max HP.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Welcome to the team.
Oh, okay. You've updated my sheet too. Thank you.
Yeah.
That's fantastic.
Just a side note, the timer is at 8 minutes 30 seconds. Or 8 minutes 20.
So
can is it safe? Do you think it's safe to traverse this river of shit?
Oh, me? No.
before she gets away, I try to reach for her, but of course I'm going to miss.
You grab thin air.
And I'll just look around at you guys what's everybody doing? Who are you people?
Yeah, how's it going?
Yeah, so where am I?
Good question. We don't know.
You're in a
We don't know where we're at.
You guys,
You're living in a world, but if you look north, you're living in a world of shit.
Yeah, pretty much.
yeah, I can smell that. That's...
Welcome to the poop dimension.
Oh my god.
Are we gonna see a Golgoth then?
Reference, man. Anyway, so yeah, we have no idea where we're at. I don't know. We don't know who each other are all that much. We spent what 4 hours in a room trying to get out with this blue lady that you showed up with. I had to do some surgery on her. Did not like it. Whatever.
Oh, I was about to just
Quickly relate the story.
I was just about to take a perp for his bounty, and blue lady shows up and takes me. Can't say that happens every day.
Yeah. Yeah. So it looks like you're in the shit with us, literally.
Did you all get taken by her as well?
Must be, because we have no other idea of how we got there. She can seem to come and go as she pleases, so yeah, that's our best guess.
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
So what's everybody's names?
That's I point at. That's Caliban. That's Vanor, and I am Hetfield von Burton. That's
Are you actually like nobility? Would I know you?
the thing is, I look like Vince Neil.
Okay.
So mid
Better looking like
85,
Keanu Reeves.
long blonde hair, leather, look like I just been ridden hard and put away wet.
6 minutes
Okay.
left.
Okay. Well, that's fine. We don't need to worry about that. How deep is the poop?
No idea.
I mean, I don't know that you can tell by looking. It's pretty.
Can I
pretty
take off
viscous
a-
and pretty thick.
Can I break off a plank from the top of one of these crates and just put it down in the poop? Get my
Yeah,
poop stick
so-
in there?
If
Do it
you're
now.
not careful, your hand will go in the poop before you hit anything.
Well, I mean, I'm not going to do that. That's gross, so I'm not going to do that.
Okay.
So
So
I
you
just
fish around in there, but you can't feel a bottom.
I let the poop stick just go. See how far. See if I can see how far it sinks.
No.
Okay, it's bottomless. It's bottomless, everybody. There's no end to that.
In the interest of the
We
time,
jump in there, we'll be in deep shit.
yeah.
That is guaranteed.
How about these side pipes? Can I get over those things or under those things? Or
Yeah. So I mean, it's right. It's like 5 feet long. You could jump that
I
probably.
see what we're supposed to do. We drop the crates in there, and they fill it up, and then we can use it as a bridge to get across.
I'm just gonna climb over the side pipe. I want to be here whenever that timer goes off.
Well, wait a second. Can I go look at the timer?
450.
Oh my god.
Is there like a button or anything over
No,
with this
just
timer?
a timer.
What's the timer connected to?
We don't know. We don't know what's gonna happen.
It's like on a console.
Console with buttons?
No, just like a flat console with this timer.
So
And
there,
in fact, it's like,
You said there's like levers and valves though, right?
but not on this particular console. This is like separate from everything else. Kind of employees need to be aware of this thing.
So
Okay, I'm heading north, as far north as I can.
Okay, actually,
How,
I need you guys, as you're heading north, give me some dexterity checks for the jumps. Let's
How-
say,
Acrobatics too. Or
yeah, acrobatics works too.
Doesn't help me. How many do you need? How many rolls do you need?
How many jumps are you making? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
can I rip the timer out of the wall?
5 of those. Okay.
If you can pry into it.
Let me see if I have a crowbar. I don't think I do. If I don't, I'm just gonna start running. If I do, I'm trying to take it with me.
13.
Okay,
The
so
third
far
roll,
everyone is
5.
good. Oh, okay. Feanor,
1,
it looks
2,
like
3.
you dip in the third. Oh no. Okay. So
Shit.
So Feanor, you slip here, but you notice your foot seems to be above the pool of shit. I'm gonna actually pause the timer while I talk this through. It's at 3 minutes, by the way. 3 minutes, 5 seconds.
Yeah.
But so where you slip, or you make your jump on the jump, you lose your footing a little bit, you slip, and you're terrified because you're going to be covered in shit. But you actually kind of bounce off the surface here. But then you slowly start sinking again. And, oh, because I need to switch layers. Man, there we go. Can you see anything underneath you right now? If we move your character over one. Do you guys see that?
Mm-hmm.
So you have kind of landed on what seems to be some sort of rectangular prism. It's hard to make out because the sewage is just filtering through it, but it seems to be some sort of platform, but it's pretty jelly.
It's a horrible gelatinous blob.
Meanwhile, I know that Rex is trying to pry things with a hammer. Go ahead and yeah, you can use your hammer. Give me like a strength check,
Sure.
or a dex if you want to prefer dex check. You can do that also.
Yeah, I'll take Dex. So let's see here. 1, 2, 3.
While he's doing that, can I crawl myself? Can I probe around and see if it appears in other spots?
Yeah, are you still standing on it, or did you try and like scramble away from it?
Does it feel like it's going to hold my weight, or I'm going down in?
You're going down in.
Dragging my ass out.
Okay.
And
so
the rest of me.
give me a strength check.
Shit.
So do you need one of these rolls each time we go over a barrier?
Yeah, but let me... Sorry, it's a lot to keep track of. Okay. Fanor, you are able to get to the other side standing next to Caliban.
Okay.
I rolled a 20.
Caliban have to roll in?
Yep. Then, you know, it's a lot to keep track of. Let's say one check from now on. I know I said 5 checks. Let's just do one for this series.
Do I need to make another check then?
No, you're good. Caliban is good, and Hetfield is... Oh, yeah, you're good.
And I rolled a 20 for getting the pittance to pry the
yeah, I saw that. So, okay, so you're able to get it off the wall.
And I put it in my bag.
Yeah, that's fine.
I don't know what it's made of, but it's probably worth something.
Are we continuing the
under?
timer?
So the timer, as all this happened, it came down to 3 minutes, 5 seconds. And
Please stop that for the audience as well, since the timer is now stopped.
Yeah.
Can I also, is there anything under the timer? Any mechanism?
Oh, wait, if you're asking if it stopped, Rex, no, the timer is still, like, this entire time it's been going. Just because it's off the wall doesn't mean it's stopped.
That's fantastic.
Going.
This timer is even better.
Yeah. This is an impressive bit of technology.
Has the timer restarted for us?
No. So you're at, as all this simultaneous action was happening, it got down to 3 minutes, 5 seconds, and it's going again now.
Please consult me for the timer now.
Yeah.
I have a feeling I know what's going to happen when that timer hits 0.
Вагнер. Полет Валькирий из оперы.
So as you guys are making your way across, Hetfield gets there first. Caliban, as you're moving across, give me a dex roll, one more, as you're making this jump here.
Okay. Oh, just a regular dex roll?
Yeah.
All right.
Or acrobatics works too. Is that an acrobatics roll?
That was an acrobatics check.
Okay. No, you're good. So you barely make it past. As soon as you clear to the other side, a gelatinous cube falls down the chute.
Yep.
Right behind you and kind of makes a big splash. So you're able to see it, and then it kind of, as it sinks down into the muck, it's almost invisible at this point. But you can kind of tell where it was as you just managed to dodge it.
It's kind of funny. He says, excuse me, pardon me, coming through.
Yeah.
Can I start running after them now?
Yeah. You want to start. Give me a dex check.
Acrobatics.
Or acrobatics.
Yeah.
So now that you guys are on the other side, what do you want to do?
There we go.
And Rex is also plenty good. I'm assuming you'll maneuver and dodge around the 2 cubes if
Yeah.
they give you a warning about them.
I would prefer to do that.
Yep.
So it's a longer jump to get across to that other cubicle.
So can
Correct.
where can I move myself to? Is it okay if I get up
over
with
here?
Caliban or?
Yeah, you can go to the other side unless you want to explore that kind of billboard you see over there. But the timer's at 1:45 at this point.
I keep the timer in my hand, I guess, instead of in my backpack, watching it while I look at the billboard type thing.
Okay, let me.
Green wire. Cut the green wire.
Yeah, if it gets to like 1 minute, then I'll just say fuck it and run.
Okay, so the billboard
Well-
says this: workplace safety reminder. To prevent the buildup of noxious chemicals and gases while the off-gassing valves are in disuse, the reclamation chute undergoes incineration every 15 minutes.
Oh, good.
Shit. Okay. Let's get.
And then beneath that, you see a quick note that says, custodial notice, duplicate workplace safety reminders in worker safety chambers until the budget allows for the powering of the off-gassing valves.
Good. Okay.
And you've got 1:30.
Yeah. So
the other box.
I'll get up here with Caliban if that's okay.
Yeah, and you
And
guys...
I'll tell them what the sign said. That
Okay.
I know what the timer does now.
Yeah.
Okay. This area across from me, does that look like a place we could take shelter?
That's another metal cubicle.
Did
So
the
we
other
can
one have a
take shelter?
door?
The cubicles?
Yeah, did the other cubicle have a door that could be sealed?
Yeah, it was like...
Hell.
I mean, it wasn't locked or anything.
Yeah, but you could close it. It was a
Yeah.
hatch.
Yeah.
Damn it.
All right. So let's get into this other cubicle over here.
That'll take a longer jump to get across.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that one will be a higher acrobatics roll.
I can go back, right?
You can go back. Well, you got 45 seconds to go back.
Do I have
That
enough
one
time?
you would need to make... Give me a pure dex roll to see if you're fast enough to go back.
Okay.
Or you could make a dex or acrobatics roll to jump across this half pipe.
Yeah, we'll try jumping across, actually.
Okay.
I have better odds at that, probably.
Everyone give me a roll. Oh,
That's a 6.
yeah. Fanor, you are in the muck.
I got a 20.
Shit.
So I
13.
Rex makes it across. Caliban does not make it across.
Great.
I have a rope.
Hetfield
Can I-
does make it across.
Can I throw Thanor a rope?
You can, but you notice the timer. It has 2 seconds left on it.
So I dive into the hatch.
Yeah, whoever made it across can dive into the hatch.
Sorry.
How deep is the shit I'm in?
Your feet are not touching bottom.
Yep. All right. So we're gonna die.
Yeah. So Hetfield and Rex, you guys, you barely dive in the nick of time.
Wait, what is Caliban doing?
Caliban is floundering in the muck.
Oh, okay. You were just on
You're
the,
in the
that still, so.
Both
Yep.
Nor and Caliban are caught in the shit.
Yeah. So Hetfield and Rex can get in.
Yeah.
Hetfield and Rex can get inside. As you do,
I close the door.
yeah.
Sorry.
I assume
I say
you.
sorry as I close the door.
Yeah. A wall of fire comes out from the north side.
I dive.
That's fine. Give me. I don't even know what to.
Constitution check against disease.
Actually,
Next save to get under.
yeah. Let's say, because I mean, it's gonna burn the top layer of that muck, not just the gases. Give me. Both of you can give me a Constitution roll to see if you can get down far enough in all this crap to survive.
All right. Hang on.
Nope.
Nope.
No, unfortunately, you
I
guys.
hate this.
Yeah.
This auto roller sucks.
Yeah. Fuck
You
off.
guys, you don't make it. You are hit. I mean, oddly enough, if this would be described, it would be described by getting hit by a fireball, which normally would be 8d6 damage, but with your max HP being 1, you are both killed.
They can dexterity saving throw for half if it's a fireball.
Yeah, you can dex saving throw for
Hold
half.
on a second.
That is
I
true.
want to try something here. I don't roll shit anyway.
So, okay. So you're both killed. Your bodies are incinerated.
Yep.
Hetfield,
Rex and Hetfield, you maybe hear their agonized screams. And you notice the timer has restarted at 15 now, and it's counting back down.
Is there another timer in this room?
There is. This console matches pretty much the one you saw previously.
Can I pry this one off too?
You can. Let me just double check my notes on what's in this cubicle.
I just want to give another one to somebody so we can all be able to watch the time. Well, there's only 2 of us now, so we'll have one for everybody in the party.
There is in this cubicle, the thing that's different from this one versus the other one is you do see what seems to be like a Ravnican version of a circuit breaker box. So there is some sort of power feeding this cubicle. But if you were to, I assume you kind of crack open the door after the fire passes by.
Wait, so this is like live circuitry?
This is maybe not circuitry as we know it, but some sort of working machinery.
Okay, I was going to say something that produces sparks down in the sewer that lights itself on fire occasionally.
Well, this area seems shielded from the rest of the sewer.
So was it the gem that had the multifaceted side?
Yeah, so Hetfield, if you remember that and you open the door and you go to look at kind of the half pipe and the ashen remains of Caliban and Feanor, I think somewhere in the ash pile that was Feanor, you notice a stone with 20 sides on it.
Can I get them out of the water? Is there like enough to remove them from?
There's still the one missing, right? The one side is blanked.
You can't see that from here. You'd have to actually stick your hand in the poo.
But yeah,
to fish it out. But yes.
Well,
we're not completely incinerated. I'm assuming we're just a burned corpse that can be pulled out.
I did have a crowbar. Oh well. Anyway. Everything worked out anyway. So.
Pick up the gem.
Don't want to dig us out.
Yeah.
Only one side is blanked, right?
Yeah, you examine it. Yep.
I want to get their bodies out of the
sequence.
It's just ash. There's nothing here to fish out.
I don't know if they're dead yet, though.
Sorry, Hetfield, what were you saying?
Gem.
Yeah.
So if I rotate it to the next one in sequence.
Yep.
What happens if I touch it?
If you touch the hold the gem up?
Yeah.
Yeah, so 2 sides will disappear. They'll light up and disappear. And Caliban and Feanor will both appear on either side of where you are. Caliban and Feanor, the last thing you remember is the sensation of being burned alive, which is extremely painful.
Ow!
Yeah.
Yeah, just come back screaming.
Yeah. Basically.
There it is.
But yeah, so you guys are you're back, and the gem has 17 sides remaining. Let me make a note of that.
Yep. So
Are we still covered in shit?
No, you look kind of the same way you did when the gem first pulsated.
So
way back in that other room.
I'm no doctor, but that is the nicest healing item I've ever seen.
For the next 17 times, yes.
We don't know that.
Well, it comes at a price.
There was one side already missing when I got here.
We're theorizing that all the vitality and stores it in itself, and it just doles out the tiniest bit to get you back alive.
That is a theory.
It did
this
turn
is
you.
A game.
So
that
you
is
had
a game theory.
My God.
Get out.
So I'm gonna close the door again now that everybody's in here.
Yep.
Because that.
Oh, now that
gives us.
There. Okay.
Well, I'm sorry that you can't jump well.
All right.
It goes out of here from where other than where we came in at.
Sorry, I didn't quite hear that.
Door in this room that leads out, other than the one that we just came through.
There is a drawing of a door. It's kind of, if you remember the previous room, it was like a child had cartooned a door. That's what you're seeing here.
Is there a book laying around called Handbook for the Recently Deceased?
No, that there isn't that. But if you are
or how to use my
if you are looking around, so what you see the some sort of breaker box that's locked, and then you do see a note. There's a note in that cubicle that has like someone hand wrote something, and the note reads as thus: the Dev Karan walks up to a bar for a drink. He raises his glass to his fellow guildmates. Don't let your heart sink. Our work is too important. Let us down our ale for the Matka. We must reclaim the left behind for the endless cycle. This is a righteous task and holy, if thankless. In Ravnica, we are oft forgotten, left alone beneath the city, but that never stops us from doing what is right.
So, literally, none of you guys know what's going on here.
Nope.
Now, like, I don't know, like, where we are in relation to the district I came from, but did I ever hear anything about them, like, lighting fire to the sewer system because ventilation isn't working? Like, is that a citywide, like, thing that I would know about? That, like, in a certain area of the sewer?
Oh, got you. It's not a citywide thing, but it, like, the note that you had read previously made it seem like it was this part of the sewer, right? It was a workplace safety reminder, and it was saying that because the off-gassing valves are not being used, that is why the incineration is happening. So because maintenance had yet to fix another part of the machinery that prevented the buildup of noxious gases, they were incinerating. So it seems like more of an internal matter. I don't know if it would be like
it's never like a public safety thing when like they stop venting the gases and there's possibly a gas bomb being built up under the city.
No, I mean
okay.
it kind of might be that, but they're not like announcing that to everyone. They're just taking care of it internally.
I didn't know if Boros ever had to like deal with like keeping the streets clear in areas where they do the venting and things like that.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah, yes. So in terms of that, yes. So your time in the Boros Guild, you had to deal with all sorts of different public safety items. Oftentimes, though, it was like an Izzet experiment gone wrong, or a Simic hybrid loose on the streets, and you had to clear the streets. Occasionally, though, something with a Golgari, like they needed to do some work, you had to clear some blocks, that sort of thing.
Yeah. Okay. But I hadn't seen anything like that in the public eye before I was abducted.
Right.
Okay, that's all I wanted to make sure of, is that I was trying to see if I could determine my location based on public safety.
Gotcha. Yeah, no, this is, and even if this was like where you were, this particular thing might not have been announced.
I mean, I was in Ravnica, in the city, so
yeah, the city, a large city.
All right, so we're in this cubicle. Is there a way out of this incinerating pipeline room?
There's the drawn door. Is there a handle on it?
Yeah, I mean a drawn handle.
Right. So if we try to touch it, turn it, see if it actually turns.
It's literally like a chalk drawing.
Okay. We knock on it.
You don't hear anything on the other side.
All right. Obviously, we need to do some surgery to get through this door.
Who's got a key in them now?
Oh my god! I turned to Hetfield because he looks like the most how do I say it? No, or maybe I was going to say the most how do you put it? Ruler class or like high class? Or am I thinking of Lars? What was your character's name again? I'm sorry.
Ron Burton, yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So you look like probably the most like upper class of the people here, right?
Yeah, and you know, the thing is you know, I'm a bard, so
Oh yeah, you guys are safe if you want to do some introductions now that you got some breathing room.
Can I tell that you're a bard? Like, are you dressed in a way that would indicate that? Like, do you have a lute on your back or something?
Yeah, you would see the masterwork lute, or sorry, lute that looks like a James Hetfield's guitar. So,
cool. Do you have any? Does anybody have any like guild markings on them that, or I don't remember.
Oh yeah, because I think the way I describe myself, I almost look like a NASCAR driver.
Do you have the like
lots
cool
of branding,
one suit on? Yeah, with branding.
Let's see. I'm trying to think of
Mountain Dew on there, and you know.
Well, I'm going to turn to you and be like, do you think we should pry open the breaker box or the box over there? I mean, I know I've already destroyed public property today, but maybe I should probably start refraining from that now that I know where we're at, slightly where I'm at. I don't want to get in deep with the Golgari.
Golgari, Smolgari. Let's do it.
I suppose once I make it back to the streets, it's not really that big of a deal. I have thieves' tools, so I can either pry it open with a crowbar, or I can actually try to pick the lock. I guess.
What do you guys think? You think we should just try to break it?
Is there a lock to pick?
Yeah, there's a simple padlock. It's not like something super secure, but it's like one of those OSHA standard lockout.
So is
locks.
that like can I take 20 on opening it basically?
Yeah.
Okay.
You don't have to. I mean, you guys can hang out for a little bit while
since it's non-magical, I figure, or at least I think it's non-magical. I feel like I can probably just, after a given amount of time, I'll get through it.
Yeah.
So I guess I get the padlock off of it and look what's underneath.
So underneath you see
Oh, I keep the padlock. I put that in my backpack.
Oh, no problem. So you see two big breaker switches. One says north cubicle, one says south cubicle. South cubicle is down. And then you see like a really passive aggressive note that says like, listen, you can tell the schmucks around here that I'll get around to fixing the off-gassing valves when I get time for it. But right now I've got so many priorities. It's a long letter. Like you could sit here and read through all of it, but it's basically, it's the type of thing that a maintenance person knows they can fix this whole problem pretty easily, but they're not going to because it's not their job.
Okay.
So yeah, and again, the north cubicle is in the on position, south cubicle is in the off position.
Did I see anything? Like, what was different about the previous room to this room, other than the contents of it? Was there anything that was like, I guess none of us tried to close the door on the other room, did we?
I didn't even go in the other room, so.
I never even asked if there was a door, so I mean.
So, yeah, I mean, if you think back, there was a door. No one seemed to be really paying attention.
I'm wondering if if those levers control whether you can even operate the door.
So the big difference between the two rooms that you remember is this one has power to it now, and the other one didn't.
Okay. And basically, you probably had power turned off because that would light a fire.
Yeah,
probably. That's my guess. I'm throwing it out there. I'm not asking you.
What you also see...
I don't have the expertise.
What you also see, because this has power, there are 4 circular valves in this room, and it's really just because I tried drawing it and I couldn't really see it. But let's say like in this corner, there are 4 valves numbered 1 to 4, and each with kind of a light in the center. And you didn't see anything like that in the other room, but again, it didn't have power.
Could always turn on the power to the other room. Let's see what happens.
I mean, I guess our door is closed. If it was going to light a fire, we'd find out pretty quick. Only problem is if we turn it on and it just keeps lighting fires, we might not be able to turn it off. Wow. And there does seem to be an endless supply of sewage out there to provide fumes.
Ah, the city.
Yes, I know. Nothing like it.
Yeah, but it has to burn off.
There is literally nothing like it. Nothing else out there. Yeah, I guess. It's up to you guys. I don't mind flipping it on.
Go ahead.
I say flip it on.
Okay. I flip it on.
Flip it off and flip it on.
What do I hear? A giant explosion outside the door?
No, you don't. You turn it on. You don't hear anything. You look at the timer. For reference, you got 3 minutes 30 seconds left on this cycle, and that's about it.
I don't suppose we should try flipping our room off to see what changes here, to see if that is any. To basically compare, like, what did the other room look like compared to our room when we turn off the power?
If we do that, can we at least wait till the next cycle is over?
I am perfectly okay with that.
Okay, so let's say, I mean, I assume you're not going to do anything in the next 3 minutes. I'll just assume we reset the cycle.
Okay. I assume we're going to want to cross this again, correct?
I did want to work on getting the timer off this wall again.
Okay.
Or off the wall in here.
Yeah, you can take the timer with you.
I just throw it to whoever looks like they're paying attention.
Yep. And then,
someone take a timer.
Fan, or what were you saying?
What I'm going to go ahead and do is we're going to have to cross the long jump again. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and start casting as a ritual. I'll start casting Tensor's floating disc. I'm going to see if I can put that in the middle of the shit so we can cross.
Yeah.
Awesome.
That's the idea.
Won't you not be able to cross that, though? Because it'll always move away from you? Like, we'll be able to, but...
No, it will stay within 20 feet of me.
Oh,
Yes,
right.
All I have to do is I move it out to where I want it, use it to cross, then everybody else crosses, then it'll follow me as I go.
Awesome. Okay.
It can't cross deep elevation, but I don't know if the shit river it'll stand on the shit river.
Yeah, I mean, there's still mass underneath it. I think it's fine.
Hoverboards don't work over
Okay.
Yeah.
I was going to say, it's quite solid.
So while you're casting that, and then Rex is pulling the second timer off the wall, the cycle happens again. I'm going to go ahead and reset the timer now. And yeah, you hear the incineration pass by this cubicle, no problem.
That was 3 minutes, correct?
Yeah. So now it's 15 again.
3 minutes I have. Okay, that was 3 minutes, so I have 7 more minutes in my casting at least.
Yep.
5 to 7, depending on how quickly I start.
Yep.
All right. Can I stick my head out the cubicle and check on those gelatinous cubes?
Yeah, you can.
Great idea.
Who moved, or if they died, or if they...
So what you see, the two cubes, again, it's really... Actually, you know what? Make a perception check. Let's make a perception check on this one. Because they are very hard to pick out.
How heavy are the timers? Are they relevant?
It's like an alarm clock.
So, like...
A pound and a half, 2 pounds.
Okay.
Oh my god.
You can't find the cubes.
No, I can't. Really, I can't do a damn thing. So,
You're looking at where they were, and maybe they're still there, but they're really hard to make out, and it's dark, and you don't know.
All right. I hate my dice.
Maybe you should light a torch so you can see.
Yeah, totally. That's not a good idea.
Hold up something. Actually, no, I'm in the middle of casting a spell.
Oh, yeah.
I'll light something up for you as soon as I finish casting.
Yep.
I guess Ravnica's a pretty high magic place. Like, I would know about magic, right?
Yeah.
Like, I would know that you can cast a light spell, basically.
Yeah.
Because I was gonna ask, does anybody here know how to cast a light spell? Something that's not gonna light us all on fire, basically.
I do. I have as a cantrip.
Yeah. While you're doing the ritual, just in between the words.
Yeah, I can't.
As you're talking,
yeah, I can't do that.
And as Caliban's looking, you can't see the two previous gelatinous cubes, but you do see a new one drop out kind of in front of the cubicle opposite where you're sticking your head out. That one you can make out as it falls and sinks into the muck.
Can somebody cast light on that? I don't remember the range for light, but if you drop light on that, and then we can check after the fire if it's still there.
That's a touch spell.
Oh, never mind. Yeah, let's not touch the gelatinous cube. So yeah, I guess how much time do we have?
12 minutes 20 seconds and 4 minutes left on the tensor's floating disk.
Oh, well, then I'm going to go ahead and turn the breaker, close the door, and then turn the breaker off for our room.
Okay. The lights shut down. You look around. It looks remarkably similar to the previous room now. You just didn't have that circuit breaker there. Again, you notice the 4 valves numbered 1 through 4. The lights are gone, so you kind of are wondering now, did you miss something in the previous room just because it wasn't lit up? Mm-hmm. And then when you shut it down, there's ventilation that was coming in to kind of keep the room clear of noxious gases. That has shut down too, but as it shuts down, it kind of sucks back up a little bit, and that weird poem note kind of flutters over to the valves in just the little cross breeze. And then the room is dead silent.
I'm going to go ahead and turn it back on again.
Okay, you turn it back on and everything lights back up and the ventilation is back up. And
does the note go back to where it was?
No.
Okay, so I'm getting the sense that we need to go back to the first room and check out what the hell's going on.
Yeah, you guys should do that. I'll control the switches from over here.
Oh, good idea.
I trust that.
Casting.
Yeah, okay.
Wait, what?
I'll run back and do.
I guess one thing I do want to note that since you, and I that's my bad for not mentioning it, when you originally turned the one breaker on for the south cubicle, a console that you didn't notice before lit up, and it seems to be just a simple text field, and then below it is what looks to be some sort of little grate, like a little metal wire grate.
Like a keyboard?
No, not a keyboard.
I was like squares that I click in.
No, the closest thing I could think of is like a mesh, a little metal mesh.
What does the text field say in it? Anything?
Nothing. Above it, it just says cubicle or south cubicle.
Okay.
Shitty, is it programmers? Well, I left I think I left the south room on.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah.
I just wanted to note that was there.
Okay.
Both rooms are on now. So, floating disk being processed right now, and so
loading.
Yeah, you want to stay here, Max, with this room with all the master switches.
Yeah. I mean, I know how to operate these switches. I've already figured it out. So I probably need to stay here and operate those.
Sure.
This requires a skilled technician.
Okay.
Sure, split the party.
Yeah, sounds good. Actually, so I'll try and run out and run down to the south room.
You've got 50 seconds left on the floating disk.
Oh, and if you're gonna run, take the other timer with you.
Okay, so I'll grab the second timer so I can keep track of how much time I have left, and I'll try and make my way back to the,
which way do you want to go? Do you want to go down the left side of the chutes or the right side of the chutes?
I will try the left side this time because the other side has a bunch of gelatinous cubes.
Yep. Give me a dex check on that first jump.
Oh, hey, wait a second.
What?
I'm gonna give you a rope, and so you can. We're gonna keep it attached to you. So if you fail this first dex check, we can pull you out of the muck.
Oh yeah, are we not buddy systeming this? Is Caliban going solo?
I think he's going solo, but I at least want to make the first jump recoverable for him because this is the harder one.
As you're discussing this plan with the rope, the floating disc is ready.
Right.
Okay.
The floating disc. Sorry, I forgot about that. Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'm not gonna try. Well, the thing is, I'm not gonna try and jump over to this side just because I know that's the last one I saw the cube. I'm gonna go down this way.
Yep.
And
so,
and see,
are you and Feanor going together to use the floating disc?
Yes.
You guys should wrap a rope around both of you to rope yourselves together, so that I know you have the floating disc, but if for whatever reason, like, Fanor was to die, the floating disc would go away and somebody needs to drag him back.
Actually, no.
Actually, that's a good point. If someone dies, who has the resurrection stone right now? Is it Hetfield? Okay.
Yeah, I was gonna say we should keep that in this room.
At least know that it's an actual viable option.
The respawn point.
Yeah. So, I mean, I'm not against having a buddy, but I was prepared to do this myself.
I mean, I can go with you. I was joking.
But you also have a disc you can jump on, so
Yeah.
that you don't have to makes the crossing a whole lot easier.
I'll go with the guy with the disc.
I just want to make sure a gator doesn't get you, and then the disc goes away.
Yeah, you know. Viewers. All right.
Especially since the fate that we call the dice roller are against us.
Yeah, well, I can't get above single digits right now to save my life. So whatever.
Literally to save your life.
Yeah. I've just rolled all day as the 13. So I'm gonna make my way. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna start hopping.
Okay, so that first jump, give me. Oh no, you're using the floating disc.
I mean, I could.
Or are you jumping?
You should probably.
This is an important distinction I need.
You should probably
Use the disc.
Sure, I'll use the disc.
the one that requires no
Okay.
check.
If you're gonna use the disc, I need. I'm gonna call this a luck roll.
Oh god.
Luck roll.
Yeah, to give me a roll on a 100-sided die, D100.
Dear god.
Oh boy. Okay, hang on.
This is amazing.
How many piety points do we get for bury you guys?
Okay, I'm gonna roll 2d10s.
Yeah,
I mean, you can
No,
roll
you
with
roll
D100.
first.
Can you roll
Hyphen. Just do roll one. Sorry.
Or if you
Roll-
have the thing pulled up, you can just pull.
I paused the
D100.
timer while we're discussing this, by the way.
There. You can see how I put it there without the back tick at the end.
Yeah, hang on. I will do that.
So I will need to do this as well.
No, just Caliban, who is the disc is in place, and this is Caliban crossing the disc. Oh my goodness, you're not gonna believe me, but that is the number I picked. So
Great.
as you set foot on the disc from this side, a gelatinous cube falls and lands on the disc. And you're not going to believe me, but the audience knows that I had that square marked this entire time.
Ah.
DM
So
hacks.
a disc can hold up to 500 pounds, so that cube's just happy chilling on that disc.
It was
And you have a gelatinous cube on you.
Okay. So
Does he have a rope around him?
Yes, he does.
Okay.
wait, am I in the cube?
Yeah, it's got
Man.
you, maybe
Yeah.
not fully, but it fucking hit you like a truck. Somehow it's gooey enough that you're not dead on impact, but you are inside this cube.
Dude, bring the cube back. Or bring the floating disc back with
And-
the cube.
We're gonna go ahead and roll for initiative.
Okay.
This is fantastic.
Oh. All
Yeah,
right.
that worked out better than I thought it would.
You all can suck a dick.
Yay.
When you come back and
Annoying.
watch this episode, you're gonna see where all these red squares are, where the cubes.
You mean where you added those red squares in post-production?
But I'll take the one with a skill check and not the disc to get over these stupid fights.
Well, if you hadn't, because you were gonna jump over that spot anyway, if you didn't have the disc, that thing would have crushed you into the muck.
There's my
And then you would have been dead.
Ugh. All right.
We took every precaution. We spared no expense to try to save your life, Nate.
Yeah. Okay.
Too far. Go too much.
Since we're in combat, okay. So Rex,
We could just wait for him to die and hopefully the cube brings him back.
I'm glad someone did that math. Caliban, Feanor. Did Hetfield roll for initiative?
Oh, sorry. No, I did not. My apologies.
Yo,
You're going first.
damn.
Yeah.
And let
Now,
me look
You
up
wasted
what.
your nat 20.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm rolling shit digits every time.
Well, apparently, even when I roll privilege, it says "fuck you." So you know.
Okay, so
That was
Yep.
a 1 in 100, right? For him to pick that number.
yeah.
Okay.
Well, I just picked 100. Like, I
Yeah.
was like, if he manages to roll 100,
That's
my bad, Nate. I should have picked
I'll
one.
reward the perfect roll. I'll reward the perfect roll by being a dick.
Well,
Okay. So we've got our order: Hetfield, Rex, Caliban, Feanor. So, Hetfield, you're still in the cubicle, so I don't know how aware you are of what happened, but you probably heard a big thud just now. And the timer has 4 minutes, 50 seconds left on it, but I'm not going to run it live during combat because combat is kind of accelerated time.
It's 6 seconds per round.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I guess if I hear that thud, I'm gonna
I'm like carbonite frozen.
have a look.
They should be out there too.
Yeah, so you see Feanor maybe looking a bit stunned, and then Caliban in jello as if he was a one of those what is it? The fish. I forget the type of food, but you know, a fish in jelly. The French like weird stuff. I don't really get it.
New one on me. Anyway, okay. So someone will save me while I'm being slowly dissolved in this giant jello cube.
You see, the only thing I could do is I could cast a spell. Problem with that, it would turn you both into jello.
Fish in aspic. That's what it's called. Sorry.
Thank you, DM, for your helpful knowledge.
Do I need to throw the switch yet? Is he over?
Hang on.
We're experiencing technical difficulties. Okay. Well,
Fight.
who's up first?
Well, I was, but
Lars,
now there's not much I can do. Like again, I could cast a spell. The problem is the only real offensive spell is going to turn him into jello along with the cube.
He does have a rope around his waist, I'm assuming, right?
I assume I cooperated with that. I didn't say no, so.
Yeah. I remember that being discussed.
I was hoping that was on him.
I'm on the other end of that rope. Crap.
Yeah.
It'll melt.
I'm the other way. As fast as you can.
So if Hetfield's not doing anything, the next, if you're holding your action for a turn,
Yes.
then it'll be Rex.
I guess I go outside to see if he's made it because, he should have made it by now. If he were trying.
Yeah.
And he'll get when running out. So
Yeah. So I go out the door and I'm like, come on, guys, like. Isn't he? And then I see this, and I'm like, "Oh God!" And I grab Feanor, the rope that's on Feanor, and start pulling.
Yes. So okay. So I'm looking at it, and you would take damage for pulling something out if you were right next to it. But since you got the rope, you're fine. Give me a strength check.
Okay. Let's see. 1d20 plus 2.
Roll 20, the only gaming platform where it sounds like you're coding to roll a die.
It is. It's beautiful.
Every time you do a long sequence like that, you gotta just end it with "I'm in."
I'm in. Yes. I've gotten into the mainframe.
You do not make your check. You pull on the rope and you're trying, but you're not able to get Caliban out.
I tell Feanor to put his back into it.
you obviously can't see my strength score.
With my 8, I need the help.
So next would be Caliban.
Can I make a save to get out of this thing or what?
Yeah, I'll let you make a save. It's like it just hit. You're in this thing. You're feeling yourself burning, but it's not physically dissolving you yet. And with Feanor and Caliban pulling on the rope, I'm going to give you advantage on this to try and work your way out of the ooze.
And he weighs less now.
Yeah. As it's eating him up. Yeah.
All right. Well, what kind of check do you want me to make? Athletics, strength,
Strength.
just straight
Yeah.
strength.
This is just clawing your way out
check
for
or
life.
strength saving throw.
Yeah.
All right. So first roll, second roll.
Hey, okay.
15.
So you are able to get out, and you are now on Feanor's square.
All right.
Kind of you two are huddled up against the cubicle on that side.
Now that's exfoliating, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, your skin is definitely like red.
That is baby smooth right
Yeah.
here.
Your armor's all clean too.
I don't have armor.
Oh, like you're naked or like?
No, I'm wearing regular clothes.
Oh, are you still wearing regular clothes after this?
It's definitely damaged.
Now it's all acid wash jeans.
Oh, that's amazing. That's all bleached.
Next is technically, so you just pulled yourself out. You and Feanor are sharing a square.
Okay.
Next is the ooze, and it is going to move forward one and engulf the two of you. So you both.
So we get a deck save. I
Yes,
believe.
you do get a deck save.
Back in the room.
Yeah.
Hallelujah!
Yeah,
Fire
Feanor's
rolls over that
fine.
city.
All right, hang on.
Oh, you're both fine. Hey, you made it.
Okay, good.
Okay, so you both move 5 feet away from the cube.
Get in the room.
Oh God, Caliban went the wrong way.
What are you doing? And you both have a rope attached to each other. We can't get you in the room. We're gonna have to cut the rope and leave the Caliban.
Yeah.
Apparently,
So I get yanked this way.
already
Yeah.
here.
Wait a minute. What's your strength?
Well, actually, there should have been enough rope for you guys to be that far away from
Yeah,
each other.
right now you guys are fine where
I
you're at.
attached you with 50 feet of rope.
Yeah. Okay, so the next person to go is Feanor.
Okay, so we're at the bottom of the order.
Almost.
Okay, this thing is.
Hatfield still has an action.
Oh, okay. Actually, it'll be his turn next anyway, so. Okay, so everybody's out of range of this thing. Wait a minute. I'm going to move a little farther back. Will I still be able to see the thing when I move back a little further?
Yeah, I mean it's the you're kind of on the edge of the cubicle. Like it would be a little tough to see it, but you can move far enough back. You can move 5 feet back while still kind of making out a side of the cube.
That I can go and Eldritch Blast the damn thing.
Yep.
That's going to hit, isn't it?
Let me. Yes. Yeah. Definitely.
Which means, yeah. 5 points of damage.
5 points of damage. Okay.
Yep.
Making a note.
You are like probably the only person here who can do anything against it without lighting us all on fire.
Yeah, or turning you guys to dust, because if I cast Thunderwave,
Hey, maybe somebody will come help us after they hear that.
Then
Okay.
we've got Hetfield.
Let me check something here on.
Oh yeah. Do
Go
you want
ahead.
to like hex or something?
No, I don't have any of the. That's what I was looking and seeing what else I could do here. Shadows. No. Yeah, I don't have anything I can do here. Nope, I have nothing special that I can pull off. So, it's just the damage. I'm just looking at the floating disc spell, see if I can do anything special with that. But go ahead.
Is the hatch right to my left?
Yes.
Okay, I just want to make sure that's like where the hatch was. That's where I've been going in and out. So
Yeah.
Okay. So what's next?
Hetfield.
okay, so the gelatinous cube is outside of the cubicle, right?
Yes. I know the drawing's a little weird. There's not a ton of space here, but assume the cubicle's a little smaller than what I actually drew.
Okay, so I suppose the only thing I could do is try to attack it. Well, I got a rapier, so let's do that. Okay. And I'll assume that's a hit.
Yes, it is.
And 4 points of damage.
Okay. Oop, wrong thing. There we go. Okay, so the cube is looking a little frayed around the edges. I mean, when it hit with the splat on the disc, it already kind of looked a little not perfectly cuboid, a little way wobbly around the edges, and now it's definitely looking a little tore up. And we advance 6 seconds on the timer, and the top of the order is Rex.
So I still have the rope. I'm going to not pull on Feanor's end, but I'm going to move back into the room and try to pull Caliban back into the room.
Okay.
So like there's almost no slack on Feanor's side. So I have like 45 feet of rope to pull Caliban back into the room because I think he's still in the cube.
So you give him a big tug, and Caliban, you go. Actually, both of you make a strength check because Caliban, you feel yourself getting pulled into the cube again.
Great. Can I resist that?
Yeah. Both of you give me a strength check.
I got you, Caliban. It's okay.
Don't resist.
Don't fight it.
Don't fight it. Not like.
Oh.
I'll get you back in the room. Don't worry.
Yeah, you are in the cube.
Well,
so
but
I feel the resistance go up, so I know the cube has him.
Yeah.
So I got to try harder.
Yeah, Caliban, it is your turn. You can make a strength check to attempt to leave the cube.
You should go the other direction this time. You should go towards the room.
That's true. I'll give you advantage again because
I'm
Rex.
helping.
I assume Rex and Feanor are still tugging at the thing.
8 and a 6, so I am stuck here.
You're in the cube. So
you should really stop skipping legs.
The gelatinous cube's turn, and it is. I mean, it's just gonna try and dissolve you with its acid. You've been in it a couple times. It keeps eating at you. And in fact, it's the start of its turn, so you slowly feel your throat closing up. Things are getting dark. There's another burning sensation. You know, now that you've died a couple times, this is actually a slightly more pleasant death than the previous one. Still excruciatingly painful. But just, you know, if you're ranking them, this is one above the incineration, just so you know.
So if he were to come back right now, would he be inside the cube again?
From what you have observed, the one time you observed the stone being used, it didn't matter where the bodies were; they appeared next to the stone.
Yeah, the stone is on him, and he's next to the cube.
Yeah. But then, so Caliban is thoroughly dead and inside the cube, and the cube is now going to move on to Hetfield because it is the cube's turn. So Hetfield, you make a dex save.
Can it be acrobatics?
Yeah, you can go ahead and make it acrobatics.
I tried to save you, Caliban.
Good job.
I pulled him into the cube.
Yeah,
good.
Oh, nice. Yeah. So you're fine. You're able to jump back one more.
Jump back, kiss myself.
And then I think it is Feanor's turn.
Okay, well, I've still got Hetfield the meat shield, so around him, let's
Yeah, and you can feel the rope in your hand is like there's more slack now.
Well, I'm going to solve that problem real quick here, if I have to. Let's swing again. Fire it off. Come on.
By the way,
There we go.
Yeah, that's a hit.
That's going to be a hit.
Yep.
9 more
Nice.
points.
9 more points.
I
Gotcha.
Eldritch Blast the shit out of that thing.
Yep.
Spamming
Okay.
Eldritch Blast. It's what I do.
And are you moving anywhere, or you staying where you're at?
Get back in
Well,
the
I'm
room.
up against the wall.
Get back in the room. We can close the door. Wait for the timer.
You're right. Jump. Then I jump in the room.
Yep. And then Hetfield, it is your turn.
All right. I guess the question I have is from the time they first died, are there remains of their old bodies still out there?
Like the ash and stuff?
Yeah.
Not at this point, because they're, I mean, it has cycled twice now.
Yeah. We should have checked.
Okay, because the thing is, so basically there's a skeleton.
Oh, I can't hear you.
There's a skeleton inside the cubicle, or inside the cube.
Right now, yeah, there's a, it's not a skeleton, it's a corpse. Like there's still some meat there, but it's going.
Just out of curiosity, okay, so if I touch this thing, is it going to just immediately envelop me?
Yeah, it's going to try to.
Surface tension. Just.
I mean, if you touch it, you will have to make a check to pull out from pulling it in. It's got
Yeah, you know, given my line of business, I rarely ever pull out. So screw it. Let's have some fun. I'm going to cast my first spell of the day.
We're waiting.
What are you casting? Oh.
Oh,
my God.
It's underway, folks. Here we go.
Oh my god. Oh no! The door is open.
Yeah, but it's behind you. So like your behind me. So it's
Yeah.
going to go out from me.
That is true.
It doesn't make any sparks, right?
It doesn't go all the way around me. It just goes out from me.
It's
I
loud.
For a second, I thought,
Okay.
you guys are behind me. You're not going to get by it.
It's sonic damage, so it's not gonna light everything on fire.
No, but it's probably going to crumble some of the ductwork.
Yeah.
Ah. They already had problems anyways.
All right.
It's documented.
What is my match for the hit? Where is it go? Where'd it go?
No, it has to make a save, if I remember.
It does. It has to make a. Is it a strength save?
Sorry,
Or,
what's the thunder wave?
Constitution save.
That's right. Thank you.
Constitution save.
Save for 1/2 damage.
Yep. Con, okay.
It took me a minute to remember my spell.
In a 15-foot cube.
Oh, that's not right.
Gelatinous cube.
Okay.
It made it save.
It made the shit out of it save.
There we go. Okay, what was the
It
DC?
made it save.
Okay.
Okay, so it's going to take half of 2d8 damage.
Yep.
Oh god, this is thunder damage. Oh well.
Thunder.
Thunder.
That takes what? 4?
Yes. We'll round up.
Yep.
5?
Okay, 5 points. And are you
Okay.
joining us in the room?
Yeah. Hello.
Close the
Dragging
door.
the door.
Hold the door.
Yeah, so Hetfield can go in, and you guys close the door behind you.
Pull the rope in. So
Yeah.
it doesn't block the door.
And right when you closed the door, you saw you had like about 4 minutes left. As you're holding the door closed, you kind of feel the door nudging a bit for a little bit, but then the cube
Oh, no,
seems to
no,
have
I'm
lost
sorry.
interest and wanders around a bit. And if you wait for the timer to go, let's say you wait the 4 minutes, you hear another big whoosh. Now what do you do?
Is Caliban back yet?
I don't think
No.
anyone did anything to bring him back yet.
Headfield.
Oh yeah, now
Whoa.
Caliban's back.
Now scream, Caliban.
Take a
He's getting used to this. That's why he's laughing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It kind of reminds me of the 6th day with them constantly being resurrected.
Oh yeah.
Okay, Caliban, I got another rope. You ready to go?
Yeah, let's do that.
This time,
Remind me, would Tensor's floating disc? It's metal. It wouldn't be messed with by the fireball, right?
actually, it's 4.
No, it is a force. It is a disc of force. Horizontal plane of force, 3 feet diameter, 1 inch length, floats 3 feet above the ground in unoccupied space.
Yeah, so we'll assume you don't have to recast.
It stays within. Tries to stay within 20 feet of me.
You
It
haven't moved
disappears
20
when it
feet
gets
away.
more than
yet.
100.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
I can get out and move it to where I try to move it forward to where I want it,
Yep.
and then it'll move to where then I can retrieve it somehow.
So if you do poke your head out, you'll see that the cubes that you saw, the 2 that you noticed are gone.
Just so you know, I actually don't have any more rope, so that plan's gone. That's all burnt up. So you're going without a safety net this time, unless you want to send me. I'm good with
We
that.
didn't lose 50. We didn't lose all 50 feet of rope, did we?
I mean, we wouldn't have. We would have just lost whatever we couldn't pull back into the room. I don't know how much that would be.
I assumed you pulled everything back except for maybe the 6 feet that were tied around.
That melted. Okay,
Yeah.
never mind then. So I'm down to like 45, 44 feet of rope. I'll put 44.
Man, you guys, maybe I over-designed these rooms a bit. I'll admit I was not expecting. This has been a fun learning experience for me.
Yeah. So
Super fun.
yeah, what you've been enjoying is watching us die repeatedly.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, I think that was always the intent for him to have us die like montage style.
I told you, man. The name of this episode is TPK.
Yeah.
Well, I don't think he meant to bullseye me with a cube.
No, that was a
Everything
very fortunate coincidence.
Yeah.
I'm very fortunate.
So, all right. No, I'm good to try again. Let's get down to the bottom of this damn like south cubicle and see what the hell's going on.
So all I need, make one dex check, but then or acrobatics check, but then kind of show me your path as you're moving through, so I can see which squares you walk through.
I'm going along as well.
Yep.
So, and I'll follow wherever he goes.
Yep.
Unnatural
Yeah,
twist.
I'm making it.
Yeah. Oh yeah, yeah. So you guys are both good. So
And
Hetfield.
we use the disc to cross over. So.
Yep. So I assume Hetfield and Rex are staying
The
in
big
that
one.
room.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay.
So the cube came out of an opening right here, right?
Yes.
All right. Can I like get over to this side, or is it open the entire way?
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, can I
So
get
yeah.
directly beneath them?
Okay. Wait. When you cross that one, roll 100.
Yeah, it's only a 1 in 100, Nate. You'll be fine.
What's the chance of something happening?
Oh my god.
No. Yeah. It's perfect. Like this is so perfect.
Roll an opposed the luck check.
Yeah. Give me a D100. Oh, you're fine. You're fine. So you both cross, and then once you've moved the disc over, maybe a couple, like, not immediately after, but half a minute or a minute after, you kind of hear another plop behind you.
God. Okay.
It's
All
raining.
right, I'm gonna keep moving.
Yeah, which one do you want to cross this time?
I'm gonna go here.
Oh my God! Roll 100.
Really?
Yeah.
God damn it. Okay.
Have you ever played Minesweeper?
I'm really good at that game.
Okay, so same thing. Fanor, can you also give me a 100 roll?
Oh, God.
Because I'm assuming you're crossing at the same spot with the disc. You guys are
Obviously,
crossing
I want to
together.
do that.
Okay, you both cross, and then again, once a little while afterwards, you hear the plop behind you.
Okay. I have a 1 in 3 chance, so I'm gonna go back over this way.
Can you roll me 100?
Fucking hate you so much.
Do I need to roll as well?
Yeah, let's go ahead and do both. You're both are fine. You're just fine. See, this was nothing too bad. But now the question is, I don't know if you were looking at the river geometry. Where do you go now?
That's kind of what I was wondering. That's a long jump.
Well, you still have the disc, right?
Yeah, you could kind of put it halfway out, right? Somewhere. Give me a...
Yeah, we just do like a short hop. Put out in the middle.
Put it right... Shove it out right about the middle, so we got it. It's just a jump.
Kind of like here, or
yeah.
Like Frogger.
Yeah, just give me for both jumps. Just give me one dex throw.
Dex
or acrobatics? Acrobatics.
Dang.
All right, 23 for me. Boop, boop.
Cool. Yeah, you're both are just fine getting across. And Caliban,
and I go far enough to get the disc to come the rest of the way across. So
yeah,
and retrieve it and slide it in the middle.
Yep. And now that you're in front of the south cubicle, you double check your timer just to be safe, and you've got 10 minutes left.
Okay. So I'm gonna head into the cubicle.
Yes. So both of you, when you get into the cubicle, you notice there's power again. Not everything is powered up, but the main consoles in front of you are powered up. You see a console with a single window for text that says cubicle or north cubicle on top, and then it has the same sort of mesh wiring thing below it. And then you see a couple switches that say off-gassing valve power shunt that are currently, there are 4 of them, and they are in the off position.
Okay, I'll go over to that wire mesh thing and speak into it saying, hey, can you hear me?
Okay, and then Rex and Hetfield, you get a little alert, and you look at that window, and it says...
you up?
I'm fine. We're all fine. How are you?
And then
I take my blaster and I blow it apart.
That's boring conversation anyways.
Feanor and Caliban, you get a ping and you see this message.
Oh great, we're in a chat room.
This is spectacular.
Oh my god.
So can I use Thieves' Camp to decipher this?
I'll allow it.
So I know the meaning of all this now.
Yeah. Well, you don't see what you sent. All you see is what Caliban said in.
Oh, well, I send back, 18 Cali,
Yeah.
female.
Yep. So that's what you say, and then what they get is
God.
Fantastic.
Okay. Oh god.
I send back fantastic.
Oh, okay. I don't know how to.
Damn, girl.
You fine.
Yeah. That's good. I like that. Okay.
Right.
I send back where the party at?
Yeah, where the party at? I'll send what are your turn-ons?
Cool. Well, we can close our door. They have power.
I speak into the intercom and say, I take a Pikachu, grab my Bulbasaur, and Squirtle on your Jigglypuffs.
Oh my god. I don't even know how to.
I've seen worse. Lars, I think I sent you worse.
Yeah.
Did you even get a quarter of that translated?
Yeah. No.
Okay. Yeah, I had to have it translated for me. Yeah.
How rude!
Well, I just reinitiate the connection.
Yeah.
That's all I do. Is I
Yeah.
just
You want to come over to MySpace while I Twitter my Yahoo until I Google all over your Facebook.
The life of a gamer.
Yeah, for real.
Well, Hetfield, it looks like they're on their way back. They terminated the connection.
I see.
No, I'm gonna see if I'm gonna flip around those valve things in the corner.
The switches.
Yeah, see what anything happens there.
So you flip the 4 switches, and then Feanor, while he's doing that, you notice 4 valves in another console on the cubicle light up. There's lights in the center of these circular valves again, and this time they are numbered 5, 6, 7, 8.
So did we just fix the gas shunting? Did we just do what the other guy refused to do because it wasn't his job?
Well, what you'll notice is the valves, there's like an engagement mechanism. So if you look at it, they're all pointed, there's an arrow on each valve, and they're all pointed in the same direction, up. Mm-hmm. And if you look at the side of this valve, I could draw a diagram, but the valve is in an elevated position, and it seems like there is a stage for it to go into a de-elevated position if something happens.
Well, I just force it into a de-elevated position. That's what I'm supposed to do, right? I have a hammer.
Yeah, I mean, you can wail on it. We'll see how that goes.
No, I'm kidding. Nothing destructive yet.
Just a note on the timer, 4 minutes, 20 seconds. 4:20. Blaze it, smoke weed every day.
Damn, Skippy.
Commence primary ignition.
Yeah.
Yes.
That blast the Death Star.
It's time to blow this place.
Rex, you did mention you were looking at the valves. If you are examining your valves, your valves are numbered 1, 2, 3, and 4. They're lit up in the center. They are circular. They're all pointed so that there is an arrow and it's pointing away from you, like in an up position. And then the only other thing you notice here is that note that was you read previously.
What did that note say again? Do you have it that you could send to me or something? Just
here.
like drop it in chat.
Yeah, let me just. That's actually probably a terrific idea.
Thank you.
Yep. So the Devkaran walks up to a bar for a drink. He raises his glass to his. Oh, you know what? I shouldn't have dropped it in chat.
I was gonna say, are these actually like uppercase? Like.
Yes. I guess that makes it a lot easier.
Yeah. Okay. Well, maybe.
Right, left, right.
Did you just give us the Konami cheat?
Yeah, I didn't think that through. That's where copy and paste went awry.
Huh.
I would say
have noticed that.
Advantage, but I would be lying.
All right. Let's see.
Up, left, down, or was it up, down, left, right, left, right.
A-B. So let's start select, I think.
Oh God. Okay. Were those arrows like on the valves? Like, were they operable? Like, can you turn them or?
You can turn the valve. It's like a.
Oh, I can turn the valve. Okay, then yeah. I mean, at least on my side, I turn the valves. I guess I'm 1 through 4, right?
Yes.
I'll change the first 4 to be up, up, down, down.
Okay. Nothing happens.
Okay, and then I go back over to the console and I say, breaker, can you switch your valves to left, right, left, right? Oh, good. I think we're gonna have to send a messenger. Actually, I'm just gonna stick my head out the hatch and yell down to them. Hey guys,
I'll stick my hand out. What?
Turn your valves, starting from. Wait, you have valves, right?
Yeah, I got valves.
Okay, good.
I got your valve right here, buddy.
So valves 5 through 8. Wait, you have 5 through 8, right?
What?
Because I have 1 through 4. You have valve 5 through 8, right?
I assume so. Yeah.
check your valves.
I check him while he's yelling this and say, is that what I see?
Yes, 5 through 8.
Oh, good.
Yes.
Okay. That's amazing. Switch your valves to right, left, right. Wait.
Okay, we'll do that.
Wait. Sorry. Left, right, left, right.
So
Left,
you
right,
hear
left,
him
right.
say right, left, right, and then you hear him say wait, left, right, left, right.
All right.
Yes.
So
Okay.
we will
So
put
say, yeah. So yeah.
But
After
that's
I yell,
weird
"Is
because
that
that's
the
like
Konami code?"
that's like 6 valves and you've only got 4.
Well, I said wait.
No, yeah.
Left, right, left, right. Okay, left, right, left, right.
Okay.
Wait. Before you do the last one, close your door, and I'll close ours. Bye. And I close ours.
Okay.
Too late. I already flipped the last valve.
Yeah, so
Oh,
as
well,
Feanor
I'm
turned
closing my door. Do I
turned
need to roll initiative to see if I can close the door faster?
No, you're fine. You actually I was hoping you'd take a little longer because you had like 10 seconds left.
Oh, God.
But as Feanor puts the last valve in the right position, both rooms notice that your valves descend and some giant whirring mechanism in the background starts kicking off. It sounds kind of like a jet engine starting up. And you can feel things shifting, and there is a strong wind noise starting to pick up through this tunnel system.
Man, we better get a paycheck from the Golgari. This is not in my normal business operations.
Hang on, I have someone in my door. I'll be right back.
Oh, sure thing.
Rare chance. I'll be right back.
Oh, it's the game timer.
Caliban, who's at the hatch? I think it's a cube that wants to talk to you.
All I gotta say about that?
Jehovah's cube.
Yeah.
Too bad we can't domesticate it.
Oh, I know.
Well, that'd
Farm
be
these
cool.
things?
Yeah.
Well, the Golgari seem to have figured it out. They just drop them down here all the time and then turn them into ash.
I mean, it's their natural habitat. They tend to clean and like dissolve stuff like this.
And then burst into flames.
Yeah.
Roughly every 13 minutes.
That's all right.
It's their circle of life.
Well, you mentioned bursting into flames. Now it doesn't look like any of them that landed on the previous cycle will burst into flames because
Yeah, but we can undo this.
you could try.
Wrong music. Yeah. I was looking for that. Dun, 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 dun.
Oh, yeah.
Well, okay, well. I turned the power off in their room.
You turn the power off.
Yeah.
Okay, you turn the power off. Caliban, your room has all the lights dim. Your valves re-engage. Rex, you notice your valves elevate back up into that upward position. The whirring fan dies down, and if you wait 10 seconds, and then you hear another big whoosh come through the room.
Ah, good. We got rid of the cube. I turn their room back on, and then I switch my valves back to their current positions.
Yep.
And then I open the door and I say, "Did you guys just have a power failure?"
Yeah, it was really weird. What happened?
I don't know. We had it too.
Did your power go out? Somebody call Southern California Edison.
But yeah, so the room is the sewer system seems to be ventilating now. You can freely move around kind of without worrying about the timer. The timer actually it resets back to 15 after that last cycle that you forced by shutting the power off, and then it stops ticking once you turn the power back on and re-engage the valves. And then the drawing, what Hetfield might notice while Rex is fiddling with controls, is the drawing of the door kind of materializes. There was a little inscription on the door. Now that it's a real door, it wasn't on the chalk drawing, but on the real door it says safety door can only be opened when incineration system is offline.
Makes sense. All right.
Yeah, it sucks for whoever's supposed to be on this side operating those controls.
Yeah.
Kind of hard to turn on when the safety door is locked.
Yeah.
All right. So, if that's the case, can we make our way back?
Yes, you can. How would you like to make your way back?
The way that doesn't involve getting hit with cubes?
That is entirely in your hands.
Oh, okay.
You don't need to make any checks. You can take your time now. You've got the disc, no problem. Just show me your path back.
Why don't you make a nature check to determine the mindset of a gelatinous cube? A drop gelatinous cube?
A gelatinous cube is more frightened of you than you are of it.
Yeah. Just make yourself big. Make yourself big.
And if you play dead, they won't even notice.
I don't know about that one.
Stop,
Yeah,
drop,
they'll just dissolve you anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, stop, drop, and roll. That's also something you need.
Yeah.
stop and roll a d20 to escape.
I've never really understood, even in the real world, the play dead thing. I feel like bears are just as much scavengers as they are.
Oh yeah, and never try to climb a tree from a gelatinous cube.
Yeah,
It'll just melt the tree down.
it'll just go into the trunk and start dissolving
Yeah.
it all down. But yeah, so you guys can make your way
Gelatinous cubes.
up out of the room if you want, or hang out here, whatever you want to do.
All right.
Actually, is there a really long is there a long pole that'll can I find a long pole sitting around that's long enough to reach to the bottom of the shit?
a romantic
You
gondola
find,
ride?
let's say you find a 15-foot pole, 20-foot pole. You can stick that in the bottom and it still doesn't touch.
Dang.
That I'm assuming you're touching in the main river part.
All
If
right.
20 feet touches bottom in the side chutes.
Does the
The main part is really deep.
Yeah, but you only need a paddle. And there's a plank I already pulled off over there from the top of that. You could use it as a paddle.
Let's pull two more. Yeah, let's pull some paddles and we'll paddle up the shit river.
I was gonna say
On
it's that, or we could also, depending on the nature of the hovering of the the disc, could we just push off and glide across?
Yeah, let's say, I mean, if your goal is to get up the middle, I'm not going to waste your guys' time by making you do any check.
Well,
let's
wait.
say you make your way up the middle, no problem.
Paddle, we'll do whatever, but I figured we just push off and give ourselves a good gliding head start.
You put Thanor on the 20-foot pole,
Yeah.
and you hold him off the back of the floating disc, so
So it has to
always
follow
going forward.
Fëanor.
yeah, that'll work.
I love that contraption. Yeah, let's say that's what you do, and you all four of you
And it
are up
worked.
in the north cubicle again, so you guys
Perpetual
can
motion has
Okay.
been invented.
you can move yourself back up there.
Yay!
If I've ever heard it.
So it took some time, but you've
I'm gonna let my dog out real quick.
oh, sure thing.
Just out of the room.
Oh yeah.
All those euphemisms.
Yeah.
No, it's quite literal.
But yeah, so you guys are up in the north cubicle now. Caliban and Fëanor, you notice that the door that used to be a drawing, like a hand-drawn chalk drawing, is now a real door. So that's it. You guys can do whatever you want now.
All right.
I checked the door for mimics.
How do you check the door for mimics?
Well, I first
Touch
inspect
it.
the anatomy of the door.
And if you laugh and the door laughs, we know the door's
Yeah, exactly. That's also a good check. I've heard that works. Well, I stab it.
Your blade kind of just bounces off the door. It's a steel door, like obviously it's kind of a security door.
Okay, it's not a mimic.
Yeah.
All right. Well, if you're done with your highly scientific deduction there, I'm
Look,
just going to press my foot through it.
I have a phobia of mimics. It's deep-seated.
Uh-huh.
You're gonna have to humor me.
All right. Well, I will press my ear to the door and see if I can't hear anything on the other side of it.
the mimic eat your ear.
I really hope you hear a heartbeat.
You actually you don't hear anything. I'm looking at what's ahead of you. You don't hear anything.
Oh, I like that.
I know what waits for you.
Mm-hmm.
Was there a keyhole on this that like we can There wasn't, right? Like, this is a hatch. Like,
Yeah, it's like a bolt. You just move it. I mean,
Okay.
all it is a security safety door so that if the cubicle's open and the incinerator is on, you can't get through.
Oh, I guess.
Then let's. I'll crack the door a little bit.
Okay.
Coming out.
So, and I remember saying this last time, but we didn't really go back to it. When you transitioned from the previous room into this one, you notice kind of like it wasn't a smooth transition. Like the wall and everything around you changed, the floor changed, the tiling changed. The same thing happens here. So you go from like, this type of brickwork you see in a sewer and maybe concrete below you. Now it's like a linoleum tiled or ceramic tiled floor, painted walls. It's a very odd, you can't exactly figure out what's happening. Also, there's a slight elevation change, like the floors don't match up. But you see kind of a clean lab hall type deal.
So we escaped, is what you're saying.
Totally.
Yes. Yeah, you guys won. Game, you won DnD. Yay.
Hey, you went the internet.
They have these rooms dimensionally stitched together.
Yeah.
It's a tesseract.
Who put these rooms together?
Yeah, really. All right. I guess I will stealth my way ahead.
Okay, so is everyone coming with you, or?
I don't know. Are they?
Well, I take the timer out of my backpack and I put it back, and I write on the note that the one guy left. The timers were broken here when we got here. We fixed the valve problem.
Yeah. I will.
You're welcome.
Well, I will toss him mine and have him keep them together.
I also write a PS. This was also broken.
I'm done with this area. I'm strutting out of here.
Yep. Okay, so everyone walks forward. Let me switch. And let me paste. There you are. Now you are in kind of a well-lit, large, it looks like it could be some sort of lab or plant or something. It's perfectly well lit. You see kind of workstations and desks to your right. You see closed room doors to your left, kind of a series of chambers, and then some sort of platform and some sort of other chamber kind of in the northeast. It's a pretty large room. It seems like overall it's larger than your previous room, but it also is just kind of well lit, very industrial looking. And actually, this probably is a good spot to call it. I guess this is going to be a one room per episode sort of game. So we'll call this one here. And I guess before we go, did anyone in character have any thoughts they wanted to give kind of on what you've experienced so far? The two I'm most curious about, I know, Feanor, you were missing something from the first session, and you still don't have that thing. I'm curious about what your thoughts are. What's going through, like, you obviously have this immediate priority of getting through to the next thing, but then what's going on in the back of your head?
The item I'm missing because of the nature of it, I'm trying to think where it could be and why I don't have it, but I don't know if I'm going to be able to figure out. I need to find out why we're here and solve this problem, and then I'm going to worry about it.
Right, more of an immediate concern.
Yeah, we're too immediate for me to really worry about this item.
Yep. Anyone else want to share any thoughts? I guess Rex, I'm also you. What do you think of the group that you've met in the last half an hour? Or I guess this one was almost real time, right? So hour and a half.
Yeah. Well, I
2
mean,
hours.
you know, everybody's really good, you know, except for oh god,
Caliban.
Yeah, Caliban. I mean, he couldn't even get the switches turned back on.
Yeah. So who has died so far? Caliban died twice. Someone else died once. Was it Feanor?
Yeah, I died once.
Okay. I just something I'm keeping track of for personal reasons. But that's it. So thanks for playing with me, guys. And again, I think this episode is probably going to be on the Red Shirt Geeks channel, and we'll have a combined playlist. And then check us out again for episode 3. Thanks again, guys.
Thanks.
See you later.
Bye.
Bye, guys.